surprise here. It's Kylie Bertucci, Stampin Up demonstrator in Australia, and I'm here with a bit of a surprise video, but I just wanted to do a bit of a public service announcement. So I'm calling for as much help as possible to get this message out there. So can I ask one big favor? Currently, I know that there are a lot of demonstrators out there and customers that are struggling with the new changes with Stampin Up. And this is not at all a diss against Stampin Up. It's not issues that we have. We love, love, love this company so much. And this is why I'm doing this video and why I want to talk about this subject with you, because we love this company so much and we need your help. Because there's a lot of us that are silently struggling. I have been working hard in the last couple of weeks to put out a survey, to ask a lot of demonstrators, to ask a lot of my customers, to get feedback from my own team in how they're feeling. You know, what's their overarching sort of feeling towards Stampin' Up, the products, everything that's happening. And the current theme that I keep getting back is overwhelm, feeling stuck, feeling unsure as to what to focus on, not sure how to use the online exclusives. Some are feeling left behind because they're used to having the catalogs and now there's things online and they're not sure whether to purchase or not purchase. So there's a lot of confusion, a lot of frustration, and sometimes that is even turning into a little bit of anger as well. We're seeing it on some of the groups online on Facebook, and just overarching, there's this kind of underlying confusion as to what's going on. So I've done a little bit of soul searching because I myself was feeling in some ways the same way. I've always been very positive. All of you know I always, in some ways, am a bit of a Pollyanna. I'm always looking at the positive. I am a glass, definitely half full, not half empty. And I'll always make the most of every opportunity. And so I feel like this is an exciting opportunity for all of us to have a bit of a discussion together, to really understand what is happening in terms of Stampin' Up and the changes and how we can make the most of it. This conversation and the survey I've put together and the workshop that I'm going to be running in less than 12 hours is an opportunity for those that are feeling very isolated, maybe don't have direct team members, maybe feel a little bit intimidated to talk to Stampin' Up directly. At times, maybe they feel like, you know, I'm just one person. What will my voice matter if I talk to Stampin' Up? They'll probably just think I'm whinging, which is not true. I know the company. I know the people in the company, and I know how much they want to hear from us. So I've been working hard to collate some information and some data that is going to help all of us to see that there's quite a few of us, not everyone, but there's quite a few of us that are feeling sort of a bit frozen and a bit stuck and unsure as to how to move forward with the new products. There's a lot of training being offered, which is wonderful, really great. And you would think that, you know, we should be grateful for free training. But some of us are feeling like, well, I don't know what to do next. And there's so much, and I feel like I'm missing out, which is creating feelings of failure and discouragement, and just demotivating rather than motivating, which is so strange, but that's what happens when we have a lot on our plate and we're just not sure what to do next. So I'm going to pop up a link, and I've put it in the description for both on Facebook and on YouTube. But I have a survey, and please, 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 like I said at the beginning, pass this video on to anyone that you have heard is struggling. If you're a customer and you personally are struggling, if you know demonstrators that are struggling and you're, you know, the customer, send it to them. Send them this video, because we really want to hear from as many as possible so that we can give the support that everyone needs. Now, I've got it here listed. I thought it was in this one here, but I didn't put the survey link. So I know I've got it here somewhere for you. Where are you, little survey link? I've got that many apps open at the moment. I'm like, what am I looking at? Okay, so there it is on YouTube, and over on Facebook, I think we've got a couple on here. Yes, hello to everyone over there. So there's the link there for the survey on Facebook as well. So if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask me, because the key here, oh, that's not the one actually, I've got to give you the other one. Too many things to do. Too many things to see, too many things to do. That's always the way. And that actually is one of the biggest things that a lot of you are saying, is you're just so overwhelmed. There's so much going on in our lives these days that we're finding it difficult to sort of know what we're focusing on. Like what do we do first? How do we make the most of Stampin' Up? How do we engage our customers and keep them motivated, but also we want to be responsible and help them and serve them to give them the best possible experience as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, to give them creative support. And it just feels like sometimes it's just all really overwhelming and a lot to do, which can lead to being frozen and lead to us feeling like we can't do it all, which, that's really sad. We want to be able to support you. We want to be able to give you what you need to be able to get the best job done. So I've got this survey here for you. Let me just go over here. I don't want to close the survey. We've had such an amazing response so far. Thank you so much to everyone that has taken part in this survey, because it's going to help all of us. And I'll be sharing all of this information with everyone that joins the workshop tomorrow. There we go. Survey link sent. Good. Now, if you wanted to join our workshop, as I mentioned, it's in less than 12 hours. We will be doing more of these type of workshops in the future. I think it's something that we need to do monthly. I think it's definitely something that we all need support. If you're one of those people that are feeling overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, you need some help with organisation, you need help with your retired products. What is retired? What's not? Where do I put them? What do I do with them? All of these questions, if you are finding that they are some of the big issues for you, then this is not your normal sort of training. This training is actually very hands-on, very practical based. It is all about just giving you that like one-on-one support that you need, almost like an accountability partner right there and then, to really nut out exactly what it is that you need to do in order to get over your overwhelm and to help motivate you to move forward, because we can all get a little bit stuck. We can all feel so overwhelmed that we end up not doing anything at all. We just feel really frozen. We feel overwhelmed. We then start having negative thoughts. We start really getting discouraged. And before we know it, it's like we've just suddenly silently quit. Not even meaning to quit, not really meaning to give up on Stampin' Up, but we're just sort of losing that joy in our craft room because we don't know what's current anymore. We don't know what we're purchasing or the reasons why, because the whole structure and the whole model of Stampin' Up has changed. It used to be, for me personally, I'd get the catalogue and I would collect it all and I would be so excited to tick it all off my list, and it was just really exciting. And it can be just as exciting. However, things have changed. And it means that we have to be more strategic in what we purchase, which is a good thing because the economy's changed for a lot of us. Our finances aren't the same as what they used to be. So it's great to be able to actually look at why are we purchasing what we're purchasing and making the most out of those purchases so that we can use them for our classes, we can use them for our blogs, we can use them Instagram, we can use them for our YouTube, and there's getting the most out of those particular products, which is kind of exciting. So if you have any questions at all about our upcoming workshop, about this conversation that I want to have with a lot of you, please don't hesitate to reach out. I've had some reach out to me already and say that they were on the cusp of thinking about leaving Stampin' Up, which absolutely breaks my heart. There is just absolutely anything we can do to help ones feeling this way, please let us know. We want to reach out to you all. We want to let you know that you're not alone. In fact, I've been feeling the same way. I've been feeling overwhelmed. I had a 4-hour, we were meant to be doing a catalogue walkthrough a couple of weeks ago with the team, and it ended up 4 hours of just talking about how we're feeling, what we're going through, why we're feeling overwhelmed, what are the changes that we're sort of struggling with, adapting to the new steps and the changes there, and just trying to not necessarily just be like, okay, let's try and be positive, but to really understand why we're feeling the way that we're feeling and what are the underlying issues. It's not necessarily like, oh, I don't like the new stamps. I really don't like them. That's not true. I actually really like them. I think it's a great idea. I think it's going to save me a lot of space, but change is hard. And, it might be just a few little tweaks that, input that we can give to Stampin' Up that will help us to enjoy them even more. But it could be just learning how to, Bruno's done a really cool thing with the packaging. He's also learned how to do some labeling. It could be just really tiny little things that we do that make it more user-friendly for us and help us adapt to these changes. There's a lot of changes happening and all at the same time. So that can be really, really overwhelming to deal with. So yeah, we really want you to walk away. If you do our workshop, we've made it half price. It's normally $20 Australian or $19.99, but we've made it $9.99 Australian, which is so reasonably priced. And we did it that way just so that we could get as many people as possible, just literally just to cover costs of Zoom. Even though it's going to be on Zoom, don't stress. Everyone will be muted. We won't be having breakout rooms. It's just like I'm talking to you here, but I just want to be able to have the function of chat. And I want those that aren't necessarily on Facebook groups, who aren't necessarily YouTube doesn't necessarily work in terms of people subscribing. So this was the best way to get a lot of information to be able to chat while we're on Zoom. You don't have to show your face. You can be crafting while you're watching or doing a little tidy the craft room, whatever you need to do while you're watching. And yeah, we're going to be basically at a time that should suit most around the world. Unfortunately, some in the UK it may not suit, but there is going to be a recording. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic. And hopefully the goal is to walk away with clarity on what actually matters in our Stampin' Up business or how we help our customers. A manageable daily, weekly, monthly business plan, systems that we can get organised with our products and our retired stock. And we want to look at how we can set up, keep an eye on what is actually discontinued, let you know when it's discontinued, and then work with you to remove it from your craft rooms. It doesn't mean necessarily getting rid of it, but just moving it to a different section so that when you walk into your craft room, you can have absolute certainty that everything in your craft room is current, that you're not having to worry about picking up something like, oh no, I should check if this is current, and then it becomes really difficult to check. You don't know where to look. You don't trust that you've got the right thing. What is this item? Is it online? Is it this? All of these confusion, we want to make that so much clearer for you. And it's really tiny little changes that are going to make this so much better for you. We've got a simplified strategy for the new Stampin' Up changes. and a calmer, clearer way forward for you so that you can just walk away with so much more confidence. You're going to feel so much more motivated. If you're stuck, you're going to come out of that, big thing of mud that you're in. We want to get you moving, get you walking, get you creating, getting you feeling like you're getting your joy back if that's something that you've lost. And just really understanding that you're not alone in how you're feeling. There's a lot of people out there that we have noticed are silently suffering. And we don't want you to be suffering in silence. If you are one of these people that are feeling this way, and I know 100% I'm not the only one feeling this way. I can see it on groups. I can see it in our survey. I've talked to my team. So I know there's more of you out there, and that's why I'm making this public, because I want more of us to be able to not just have a, it's not about having a whinge or, getting all angry and upset. It's actually coming to some solutions that are going to work in our business with the structure that Stampin' Up has now, but also in the future being able to give Stampin' Up some real valid, solidly based data that will help them to see where they might be able to tweak things to make us, sort of be able to handle everything that's happening. Because feedback's fantastic and Stampin' Up want it. They're willing, they want to make us happy, they want to support us, but unless we can give them tangible, reasonable sort of solutions to all of these things that we're feeling, until we work out what we actually are feeling, we can't actually share it. So I'm really looking forward to working with all of you on this particular topic. If you have any questions, any additional things to let me know, please fill out the survey. Pop everything on there because that is going to help a lot with what I give to Stampin' Up. And together we can make some really exciting changes in our individual businesses. And hopefully down the track, it takes time, but we can give Stampin' Up some feedback that hopefully will help them to see how we're feeling. And if we're the minority that feel this way, no problem. We're going to find the way to adapt to all of these changes, because I know, for instance, Bruno is loving the new changes. He thinks they're fantastic. So for some people, it's really suiting them really well. They're like, fantastic, I love this training and I love this over there and I can do this and I can do that. Whereas I'm literally like, I'm so overwhelmed right now. I don't know where to look or what to do. And so I know there's a few of us that feel like that. So if you are one of those people, we are here for you. I am here for you. Bruno has amazing strategies that have helped me that I'm going to share. And I just think it's going to be really exciting to work along with each other and support each other in all the things that we're wanting to do, all the goals that we want to do, all the creativity that we want to share, the way that we want to support our teams and our customers. It's just so nice to be able to really bring joy and lightness and happiness into everyone's lives, and we need it more than ever now. So I want you to really enjoy Stampin' Up and really enjoy being a demonstrator so that we can then give it to everyone else as well, because we all need it. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support of these types of programs. As I said, if you know anyone that's feeling really discouraged, you just can see that they're changing the amount of blogging that they're doing, or they're just feeling a bit down, please send them this video and let them know you're not alone. We feel you, we hear you, and we want to work with you. We want to work out ways to get solutions so that we can all move forward together and have a really positive, exciting way of dealing with all of these changes together, because it does take time. We do need to process it. We do need to talk about it, and we need support. Maybe you don't have a direct team member. We gotcha. We've got your back. We're here for you. So please don't feel like you're alone. You're not alone at all. And we can't wait to share this with Stampin' Up as well, everything that we learned from you. So we'll see you soon. See you in less than 12 hours. It's very, very soon. And I hope you can come along to the workshop. Bye, everyone. Big hugs. Thanks for your support. Bye.